I actually wish that you would come out to the West Wing theme. I think that would have been hilarious. Can we have him see? Can we see? I want to see Gene Simmons come out to the West Wing theme. Let's see that again. A more stately Gene Simmons. So much to talk about.
Yeah, so little time.
So little time.
That's a nice looking book.
Isn't it nice?
Wow. New York Times bestseller, I hear.
You whore.
I thought...
That's all I can say. We'll
you...
get to the book in a minute, but first let's give the people what they want, the famous Gene Simmons tongue.
No.
You guys!
You ready?
You just ruined the West Wing theme forever.
Hi, Max. You know, honestly,
yes.
No joke, that's a great band.
That's the greatest band in late night.
Thank you, dude.
Let me, because we have limited time and there's so much to talk about, let me ask you quickly. First of all, you wore the makeup. Then there was a period in the 80s when you didn't wear the makeup.
Right.
Then you started wearing the makeup again.
Right.
Was there ever a transitional period where you wore half makeup? Did that never happen? You never thought about it? Would you ever think about that?
Pay me.
Okay, I'll pay you. Do your kids understand? Do you have... I have so many questions to get to. Do your children... You have kids. Do
I
they
have two
know...
that I know of, yeah.
What a wonderful line for the ladies.
No, I mean, it's true. I mean,
you have two kids, you said. Do your kids know what you do? Do they...
yeah. My boy is now 13 years old. My daughter's about 9, going on 10. And of course, on the day in school when everybody said, "What does your mom and dad do for a living?" and so on and so forth, they came in as little dentists and little hairdressers and so on. And my kid came in with a 6-foot poster, which he sort of unrolled. And there I am, drooling blood and spitting fire. And he said, that's my dad.
But I bet he's proud, though.
Oh, yeah. We've got Kiss comic books, Kiss cell phones, Kiss everything. You know, like all the cool stuff that kids have. So if you're going to go home, never leave home without it, babe.
Well, can we
because the Kiss Visa card is right there. You can have it. Yeah. Hey, God, I'm looking good, too. Look at that.
Is there nothing you won't do? You've really got a Kiss cell phone?
Oh,
is
yeah.
it like any other cell phone, but it just has the little members of the band on it?
Well, the difference is you have to buy it and then I get paid.
Nice pitch you've got there for the product.
Well, I think you've got something.
That makes me want to have one. You brought something backstage, which I find hard to believe. I understand it's backstage right now. We're going to wheel this out.
Good idea.
All right, let's take a look. This is actually for sale. It's a Kiss coffin.
You got to see the top. It's really cool. Can we see the back? Oh, no, the back's the same as the front. By the way, this is available at kissonline.com or at your local funeral house. And by the way, if you're watching, this is a real one, and if you're watching the ball game, you don't have to wait to die for me to get a buck, really. You can actually reach in there and grab a cold one because it's actually a cooler. You know, by the way, tomorrow, even as we sit here...
What made you decide that the world needed a Kiss coffin? I mean, what made you think, I've got it, Kiss coffin? Are there people that want a Kiss coffin, seriously?
Yes, actually, seriously.
Has anyone bought, has one been sold?
Thousands.
Not true.
Sports...
You lie.
You know what? You know what? Get online. There's White Light Casket Company. They produce it for us. Sports bars.
Well, I know it's being sold, but has anyone bought one? Has there been one?
Tons, literally. They're in sports bars. You know, guys want to, you know, they're watching the ball game and everything.
Oh, it's a cooler, but there's no one who wants to go into the hereafter.
There.
Right, but no one really wants to go into the hereafter in a Kiss coffin.
Why not?
It's that logic. I can't argue with that logic. Why not? All right, this blew my mind. This is really available. You're selling these. People, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. It's a Kiss checkbook.
Now that's
right
what
here.
I'm talking about. Yeah. By the way, just make it up.
If I wrote someone a check on a Kiss checkbook and tried to buy something like over $1,000, don't you think I'd get some? But wouldn't I be in danger that people think it would be a gag? It's like money that has the moose on it, President Moose.
No. This is currency recognized around the world. If it says Kiss on it, don't worry, it's legit. By the way, just make it out to Gene Simmons. You're lucky. Oh, but I have to say, I gotta say
it's
one
like
thing.
working with an animal. Don't get too close.
I have to thank everybody, from my heart. I was born in Israel, which you'll find out when you buy Kiss and makeup. I'm going to be at the Virgin Megastore tomorrow at 6 p.m. in Times Square. Come and see me. But the most important thing is thank you all. Thank you so much for making Kiss the #1 American group gold record winners of all time. Our box set just went gold. We're now beat every other American band. Thank you so much. I love you.
Well, I thank you for being here, Gene. There's 2 things at the bottom I'm supposed to plug, but you just did that for me.
I did.
I actually think you did it 12 times during the segment. All right, that's our infomercial for the evening. Gene Simmons, everybody. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.